everyone, today we're going to be doing Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 2 Episode 6 review. I believe it's either 6 or 7. Anyways, we're going to start off with Rashida. They got Rashida at home in this very staged setup. Her walking through the house, showing old pictures of her and Kurt. And she ends up in, I guess, her office space where she, ships out all her stuff from her online store. Kurt comes in, they having this little discussion, and she was basically like, I don't even know this man no more. This man not spent 13 years of my life no more. He's just changed over the past few years. Last year he's saying that we needed a baby, but now that I'm pregnant, he didn't flip the script on me. What's going on? And she just flat out asked him, you act like you want me to get an abortion. He's like, I do. I was like, oh my goodness, you really, Kurt Frost, did you really just tell your wife that you want her to get an abortion? His thing is, he already got a lot of kids, and he don't want no more. Well, she feels, that's not fair to me, because just because you didn't went out and spread your seed and got a whole bunch of women pregnant, that can't leave me out, because I only got one child by you, and I would want more. But we both got to be on the same agreement to this. It can't be you want me to get an abortion, you not here supporting me. It's just not going to work like that. And he's just seeing as her pregnancy is like the end of everything. There's no coming back from her being pregnant. He's even at the fact where, I'm thinking I need to move out the house. She's basically like, you know what? I love you, but let me know. I will not be sitting there and hold you back. I'm like, dang, Kurt. And it was so crazy because, last year, it's they seemed like the most solid couple. But I guess in the case of, you in a relationship with somebody and y'all go on reality TV, y'all relationship most likely is not going to turn out right. So, yeah. We're going a little scrappy. He goes to see Mama D. Since he got all this good advice from his daddy, maybe I should let Mama all up in my relationship. He knows this, and he's tried to hey, Mama, you need to step back, but she continues on with her charades of being all up in his business. So he goes over there, it's like, Mama, I'm packing, I'm getting all my stuff, I'm doing. And next time I get in trouble, I will not be running over to your house. She don't believe me. She's like, if that's how you feel. He's like, that is how I feel, because you support me one minute, but then taking me down the next minute. It's like that whole end of engagement cake was way off the bat, and then you got Shay here. My thing about the whole why Mama D like Shay, this is my theory. She's mad at Erica because she feels Erica doesn't give her the respect that she needs. She doesn't, bow down to the queen. And she knows that Bucky had been sleeping with Scrappy. Now, what good way to get back this woman you don't like right now is to befriend your son's, I guess, side piece. The best way to get back at her is to befriend this new girl. She's thinking, yeah, me and Shay, we cool. Me and Bucky, we cool and all that stuff. She's gonna go out with me sometimes. I can talk to her about stuff. And I think that's the only reason she like Bucky. True enough. That's my opinion. It's she's doing that to get back at Erica because she don't like Erica right now. And Erica's thing is, I've been dealing with your crazy mama for the past how many years we've been together, and it's been disrespect after disrespect after disrespect. Just because I'm not calling her and taking her out to lunch and I'm not doggone kissing her tail like she wants me to do, it's not going to work like that. So Mama D has some dog trainer come over. She called him the dog whisperer. He comes over. She's saying, yes, this is my dog, whatever my dog's name. And this is, I forgot what that dog's name was, but it's my son's dog. I've been taking care of the dog, and he was being so abused and mistreated by his ex-fiance. He was dead wrong for that. But okay, dog whisperer's like, okay. She's saying now the dog's been using the bathroom on the floor, and he was like, well, if you always keep that dog caged up and he don't know when it's time to go to use the bathroom, he gets nervous. And that's it. She was asking him, he got a little dog in him. He said, yeah. He said, what about you? She said she got a little cougar, which that is not a dog, but we gonna skip past that with Mama D flirting with this dude. So he's taking the dog outside so the dog can, you got to take the dog out frequently so the dog can go outside and use the bathroom. As simple as that, Mama D. Simple as that. Kurt, in all his distraughtness, decides, hey, I need to go see my friend Benzino. Need to get some stuff off my chest. Zeno's at his house throwing a party because some business deal happened. It's about a good 4 or 5 in the afternoon, but the party's already going on, so good for you, Benzino. They got strippers, they got rappers, they got alcohol, they got everything a man needs to party with. Kurt's there like, man, she just told me she's pregnant and basically told her that, hey, I want her to get an abortion. And Benzino's like, man, you going through this wrong. This your wife. That old pull-out method you talking about, that don't work no more. You need to get this together. You said you love this woman loves you, and you trying to mess things up just because you ain't ready for some no kids? Man, you need to get that together. Quit fasting in a hurry. He's like, alright, dog, I guess. Meanwhile, Mimi and Ariane are in New York. Erica's there too. She was in a runway show, and Tracy, I guess she was like part-time hosting or something like that, or calling off names. Erica politely went over there. It's like, hey, Tracy, how you doing, girl? Tracy was talking to Bucky at the time, but Erica paid Bucky no mind. Bucky paid her no mind. Tracy's trying to get these two to talk. It's like, what do they need to talk about? Is, hey, girl, I'm sorry I was messing around with Scrappy, and when y'all was together. Well, hey, girl, I'm sorry that Scrappy dumped you on the reunion show right in front of everybody. I mean, like, really, what do they have to talk about? They're not going to hash anything out because they both can't stand each other, both for separate reasons. Erica can't stand Bucky because Bucky was messing around with her man. Erica can't stand Bucky because Bucky was messing with Erica's man. Bucky can't stand Erica because her heart was broken by that man who got engaged to her. But on the slide, Bucky was like, hey, yeah, I met up with Scrappy, and she smiled, we kicked it off, and I figured that they had sex. So, yes, I guess they're back together, but I would not go back with Scrappy after all the craziness he done to that girl. But that's not me. So Eric was like, I just came over to talk to you. I'm not trying to have no business getting nothing started. And she said in her confession, this wasn't the time nor the place for us to hash anything out. Now, if you need to see me elsewhere, we can do that. Tracy, she decides to give, I'm going to go back to the homie thing. Tracy say, hey, Drew, here's $25,000 for the store. This dude right here, I've already, did interviews on people who can work at the store. This gentleman right here qualifies. He's worked in stores before. He's managed shoe store before. This is who are we going to hire. I cannot go with who you going to try to bring up in here. This is him. This is what we're doing. This is my check. I'll see you later. They done already got stuff together. Baby Drew trying to fly his family out for the opening of the store. Tracy getting posters together. He sends her a message, hey, we need to talk. She gets there. He's like, my business partner was a con man. He took that $50,000 and he gone. Now, I didn't know there was a business partner they had, so that was a shock to me. I don't remember them saying anything. She's mad because, okay, do you have a contract? He said, no, we had a verbal contract and I gave this man some money. Now, Drew, you're supposed to be a businessman. There was nothing business about that. If you ain't got it in writing, you ain't got it at all, boo. I watched Judge Mathis. Judge Mathis, like, even if you had it in writing, you got to make sure it's concrete and says whatever. You didn't give this man $50,000, $25,000, which was this girl's money, and you didn't just gave it to somebody that I'm sure you probably didn't really know. Just some smooth talking person. Now they done skip town with your money. Now she ready to blow up. Now this is the time that I would have gave Tracy a pass to just blow up at him because he was being stupid and lost her money. She's like, I got posters in the car. We got people coming out. We done did all this. He's talking about he's going to get it together. He's going to get some investors in. She was like, you see, this is why I wanted to do this myself. When I try to control things done, you want to call me controlling, but I wouldn't have lost $50,000 to somebody. I would have had a contract. I would have gave them the money that I would have did it. Okay, I got this money, then we're going to put this money in here where both of us or all three of us can get it. Only can get it out if all three of us are there, so we can have this store together. So she's mad, ready to blow up. I would have gave her permission to act all kinds of fool at that moment because she had all rights to. Now, meanwhile, back in New York, apparently K.MICHELLE was doing an interview on the radio, and she was saying how Mimi's boyfriend Nico was gay. Mimi takes offense to this. It's like, how come everything got to be about her? Why aren't you on there promoting your song and everything? So they decide they go and confront her. Before that happened, Arian did like, hey, you was acting all kind of wrong towards me, jumping down my throat when something happened the other day at Nico's, photos, his little video. You should have jumped at me. You should have came at him. Mimi saying is, I didn't know what was going on. Well, y'all three, them three would be Mimi, K.MICHELLE, and Arian, were sitting there talking, and K.MICHELLE and Arian stated that, hey, I think Johnny is gay. I've heard around the street he's gay. He seemed a little suspect to me. Mimi said she didn't see it. Apparently, Johnny overheard this conversation and put his 2 cents in. Even when Mimi was standing there, he was saying, I don't appreciate that. K.MICHELLE's like, hey, we're not going to talk about this right now because this is my girl's day. They went up the ante. Mimi, she's like morphing to a man, like, every time I got something going on, something got to go down. When she get mad, she like transform into a man almost in the voice. Yeah. So her and Arian made up. So they go on BB King's. That's where K.MICHELLE's performing at. After her performance, they came to see her, gave her some flowers. You did good, girl. Now she's like, Mimi wants to talk to you. Okay, about what? Okay, the way things turned out the other day at Johnny and Nico's set. I didn't appreciate that. She was like, they was coming at me wrong. I felt you didn't have my back on that area. So, okay, they didn't even bring up the radio shoot. She was like, K.MICHELLE was like, I find it very highly, suspect. 2 grown men who are roommates. Your rent ain't that much. You shouldn't be having a roommate. She's like, I just think the man gay. First I thought it was just Johnny. Now I think they in cahoots. I think they gay. Mimi, she's like, he's not gay. That's why you'll never have a man. And K.MICHELLE hits her in the head. And in my mind, I'm thinking, K.MICHELLE probably heard that in slow motion, like, that's why you'll never have a man. And bop. And that's why she hit her. Was it wrong? Yes, it was all the way wrong in so many levels. Shouldn't have been putting her hands on her, but she know how K.MICHELLE is. K.MICHELLE will snap at the slightest thing. And you talking about her not having a man. And she was like, I don't want to have a man like yours. And K.MICHELLE at no point was downing people who were gay. She was just that, I don't care if you gay or not, but I don't want you to be a gay man and also sleeping with women and not telling them. That's what she had a problem with. So we're going to move over to Shay Mack, Stevie J, and Jocelyn. Jocelyn's still on that, I do not want you surrounded by any other female unless it's your daughter. You can't be in the living room, you can't walk down the street, you can't turn your head to the side or nothing that do with a female. Because I'm thinking Jocelyn, she's on this, I'm not trying to turn into Mimi. I don't want this new next chick to be who I was last year. I want to be the main chick and only chick. Shay Mack cannot come stroll her tail through and take my spot. I don't want that. Shay Mack and Jocelyn, they fighting over, okay, can I be on your record? The fight breaks out. Jocelyn mad. Shay Mack mad. Stevie J's like, hold on now, girl. You need to calm down. I'm take it all away from you if you got no sense. Last but not least, Rashida goes to meet Carly Red. And is it me or did Carly Red look extra light in this episode? Like, I like she had her face light or something. She looked very pale to me. She still wanted to do this dish record. Rashida's on some other stuff. She's like, I'm I don't even think about that girl like that to do a diss record. That ain't even, that's just a waste of my time. I'm not even for that. She's like, what you trying to say? I'm like that low down, I gotta do a diss record. Well, basically, she's like, you good girl with saying, but you need to get your stuff together. And Carly Rae was taking kind of offense to that. Like, I've been getting flown in everywhere. I've been to Utah. I'm always in LA. So she's trying to make it seem like she's this globe-trotting superstar that they're trying to get her everywhere in the world to come sing. She don't feel that, but that's how Carly Rae feels. So, yeah. So, that was the gist of the episode. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment or a video response. And like always, I want to thank my subscribers and the people who watch my videos. I want you to like this video, comment, and subscribe. And share this video with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, and here on YouTube. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.